Hi friends, today we'll dive into one of the greatest mysteries of our world. The mysterious creature known as the Yeti. Is it real or just a myth we've created for ourselves? From ancient legends to modern-day search expeditions, we'll explore all aspects of this phenomenon together. So sit back and get ready for an exciting journey through myths and reality. The legend of the Yeti exists not only in North America, but also in many cultures worldwide. In Asia, it's called the Yeti, or snowman. In India, it's called Mahal, or Mahala. And in the southern parts of Australia, it's referred to as Urib, or Dindi. According to stories, this large creature lives high in the mountains and forests, avoiding contact with humans. It's unclear whether this creature exists in reality, but in many cultures, the Yeti symbolizes the unknown, a threat, or even the manifestation of primal natural forces. For instance, among North American tribes, it represents the wild and unexplored territories, while in Asia, it's part of folklore that conveys a sense of fear before unknown mountain regions. The Yeti is typically described as a large humanoid creature covered in thick fur. It stands about 2.5 to 3 meters tall and weighs between 200 to 300 kilograms. Its fur is usually dark, although some reports mention albino variants with white fur. Some accounts describe its face as being similar to that of an ape-like creature, with a broad jaw and a heavy gaze, but with large eyes that seem to glow in the dark. It's known that the Yeti tends to avoid contact with humans, but it is quite curious and not afraid to leave tracks in the snow or muddy areas. There are reports of it using specific techniques to avoid attention, such as only moving at night or camouflaging itself with trees. For centuries, people have reported seeing large creatures in forests and mountains. The most famous cases occurred in the 1950s and 1960s in the United States and Canada. In 1957, numerous Bigfoot sightings were recorded in Washington state, where locals claimed they saw huge, hairy creatures hiding in the forests. One of the most famous cases was filmed in 1967, when Robert Patterson and Bob Gimlin captured on camera what appears to be the Yeti walking through a forest in California. This footage became one of the most famous in cryptozoology history, as it was difficult to falsify. However, not all reports are the same. Some people claim it's just a large animal, while others firmly believe it's another form of intelligent being that we cannot fully comprehend. For example, some reports mention sounds resembling rough roars or howls, which were believed to come from the Yeti, as well as possible encounters with humans. In 1958, the first serious search expeditions were organized in the United States. Scientists ventured into mountain regions where anomalous tracks had been found. However, their searches were unsuccessful. Today, there are specialized groups of cryptozoologists who travel to these same regions with the latest technology, including thermal cameras, night vision cameras, and genetic testing to determine if hair or other samples found belong to the Yeti. In 2003, an ambitious expedition known as the Bigfoot Project was launched, aimed at finding proof of this mythical creature's existence. They even used drones with cameras to film areas where tracks were often seen, but unfortunately, their efforts proved fruitless. Sightings of the Yeti are most common in northern mountain ranges, such as the Himalayas, the Tibetan Plateau, and the remote forests of Siberia. Local residents in these areas report that it's not just a wild animal, but a creature that knows how to stay hidden from humans, living in places where no human has ever set foot. According to one theory, the Yeti might live on an undiscovered island in the Arctic Ocean, St. Lawrence Island, a place that hasn't undergone detailed scientific research and is known for its unexplored territories. In the 20th century, there have been many attempts to falsify evidence of the Yeti. In 2008, 2 men in Canada claimed to have found the body of a dead Bigfoot, but it was later revealed to be a rubber and hair costume. Despite the skepticism, the Yeti has become a significant part of pop culture. From films like The Legend of Bigfoot to comics and even songs, the myth of the Yeti is everywhere. So, what can we conclude about the Yeti? Perhaps it's just part of our imagination, or maybe we're simply not ready to understand this mysterious creature. But regardless, this myth will continue to live in our hearts and minds. What do you think about the Yeti? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you won't miss any new videos, and leave your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.